So for Chapter 2 of Chem 101, we're going to see that a lot of the questions that are in the homework have to do with mass ratios, right? So I went ahead and picked out a problem from the Chapter 2 homework, number 22, and this one's pretty representative of a lot of the other problems. So the question says, given a plentiful supply of air, 3 parts of carbon will react to 8 parts of oxygen by mass. It will make carbon dioxide. So it says calculate by mass, calculate the mass of carbon needed to produce 14 kilograms of carbon dioxide. This is the formula for carbon dioxide. So I just went ahead and wrote the formulas out. So what this is saying is that essentially we have carbon, however much carbon plus however much oxygen will give us in some way carbon dioxide, right? So if carbon is 3 parts by mass and oxygen is 8 parts by mass, that must mean how much carbon dioxide will be by mass, right? We could think of it this way because they're doing more of like a fraction and a ratio. So how much would this mean? If we were to conserve mass, that would mean that if we totaled it up, it must be 11. So a sample would be 3 grams of this plus 8 grams of this would give us 11 grams of this. What if I had 6 grams of this and 16 grams of this? I would expect 22 grams of this. Follow along? So that's what this question's sort of asking. So it's saying that if I can now make a ratio, right? If I want to make 11 parts of CO2, I would need 3 parts of carbon. If I wanted to react 3 parts of carbon, I would need 8 parts of oxygen by mass, so 8 grams, right? So what this is really saying is I would say that 3.0, and this is for carbon, over, I'm going to have to move this bad boy down, aren't I? Okay. 3.0 grams of carbon over, and this is 3.0 plus the 8.0. This is for oxygen, and this is for carbon, right? So this is of the total, essentially. And this is going to equal, right? And so then if this is my new total, this is going to equal essentially a percent, really. So in my calculator, I'm going to have 3 divided by the quantity, so parentheses of 3 plus 5. Oh, sorry, 3 plus 8. Whew, it's late, isn't it? So I get 27. So essentially, I can kind of think of this as 27.27% is carbon alone, right? So then you just take that and you multiply it by the 14. So the way they did that in the homework is, I'm going to double check. They do 3 plus 8 is this amount times the 14. So it's 0.2727 times 14 kilograms equals, and you get 3.818, and that unit is kilograms. So I do think it's not explained very, very, very well, but essentially what you do is you take, this is representative of carbon by itself, this is representative of CO2 because it has all of the components of the C and the O2. So then you take this percent, essentially, this is equal to 0.2727, and you take that times your final amount, which is 14 kilograms, and you get 3.818 kilograms. And kilograms is your unit. Lowercase k, capital G. Or sorry, lowercase k, lowercase g. I can go ahead and make more videos of mass ratios if you need me to, but it's a ratio. Make sure you read the book in order to understand this pretty well. So good luck.